One scores a ton, the other thumbs a double hundred. One throws a passionate fist pump after hitting a match-changing hundred at India's mecca of cricket. The other thumbs his chest in front of his passionate crowd at Australia's home of cricket after a match-saving ton. Hello everyone, the Cricket Geek is back at you, and this is the story of two of cricket's modern day greats. Two phenomenal captain and perhaps the biggest rival, Virat the King Kohli and Steve the Unstoppable Smith. Over the past few years, these two have been the backbone for their batting lineup and have been genuine match winners for their countries. So much so that on occasions they have even become bigger than the team. And often it is referred to as Kohli versus Smith rather than India versus Australia. And that is what is making this rivalry so very special. The early 2000s saw Sachin Tendulkar and Brian Lara, who perhaps shared the greatest rivalries in the gentleman's game. While Tendulkar and Lara were good friends off the field, but that cannot be said for Virat and Smith. Even in technique, if you look, while Kohli's classic style of play differs from Smith's unorthodox technique, much like was the case for Sachin Tendulkar and Brian Lara. While this generation will definitely not have another Sachin or neither a Lara, but we can be evenly proud to see the modern greats Virat and Smith take giant strides forward. Virat Kohli's rise to superstardom was not easy at all. I mean, you're talking about a under-19 World Cup winning captain who faced many hurdles about his attitude, his lifestyle, but at the end of the day, you have to give the credit where credit is due. This man is now the biggest entertainer in world cricket irrespective of the formats. The work ethic has been the key for the success of the king, and he himself has said many a times that he doesn't like to take shortcuts and believe in doing boring things to achieve great success. On the other hand, we are talking about Steven Smith, the guy who made his test debut in the year 2010 as a bowling all-rounder, but quickly occupied his spot as a batsman. Even after initial hiccups, his game has transformed to 360-degree, and now he's amongst the top batsmen in the cricketing world. Incidentally, Kohli and Smith were thrust into the captaincy during India's tour down under in 2014-15. In that series, Kohli as well as Smith scored 400s, and Kohli became permanent captain after MS Dhoni's test retirement midway through that same series, and Smith got the top job after Michael Clarke's retirement after the 2015 Ashes series. What's so amazing here is that for others we have always seen that captaincy can bring a lot of pressure and even it can hamper their game. But for these two gentlemen, captaincy has taken their game to new levels. So finally, the question mark: who among the two is the best batsman in the world at the moment? Talking about limited overs format, Virat the King takes the not even first, but I shall say first 5 spots. Yes indeed, there is no match for the King. You can check out all my other videos whether I have talked about the greatness of Virat. I'll put the link in the description. On the other hand, we need to say that Aussie's captain need to do a lot of work in order to chase down Virat's record. But when the color of uniform is white and the red cherry is in use, when the days are 5 and the pressure is huge, the competition between the two greats is neck to neck. To this, I feel Shane Warne correctly said, to me, great batsman has to have made hundreds in 3 key conditions. First of all, in England, against the Duke ball where there is a lot of swing and seam. In Australia on the fast-paced bouncy tracks, and of course in the dust balls of India where there is a lot of help for the spinners. And yes, Steven Smith has 3 away Ashes hundreds with an average of 43 in the UK. On top of this, how can we even forget his dominance when he came here to India and scored those 3 superb hundreds? His amazing double hundred at Lords and his 100 in Pune are two innings which always comes to my mind. Look, I am a biased Indian cricket team fan. I am like those 1.2 billion Indians who are very proud of Virat. But having said that, to be brutally honest, Steven Smith is slightly ahead of Virat in Test match cricket. See, I am keeping my fingers crossed. I expect Virat to perform the way he has been performing for the past few years. And when India travels abroad, he will be a key figure in that batting lineup. And why not? I also want Virat to get the ghost of England out of his back and scores tons of runs when he travels to England. We can debate on the greatness of the two batsmen for a whole day. But we should be feeling very fortunate at the moment, because 1877 was the year when cricket was originated, and even after 140 years the game of cricket is still alive and kicking. The beautiful game of cricket over the years has thrown batsmen like Sir Donald Bradman, Sunil Gavaskar, Vivian Richards, Graham Gooch, Sachin Tendulkar, Brian Lara. And now is the time for Virat Kohli and Steven Smith to take the baton forward and carry forward the legacy of run making. So guys, let me know down in the comment section which according to you is a better batsman. And please, if you enjoyed the video, do make sure to hit that like button and smash the subscribe button to support the Cricket Geek.